Hi, I'm back once again for day 3 of the virtual 2020 AAD EDDE Awards presentations. On one of our other trips out to Lake Havasu, this one a little bit more recent, we had a theme based on the game and movie Clue. I didn't have my butler costume left over, so I made this Colonel Mustard costume just for the occasion. This particular award that we are recognizing right now is for Member of the Year, something that I was at one time. Of course, I've gotten over all that at this point. So the 2019 Member of the Year for AAD was Heath Viscovi Chiordi. Let's find out who the 2020 Member of the Year award winner is now.
Oh.
So we've got it for you here in the office.
How funny.
Congratulations. So you were chosen for your work on the board and the Poverty Impact Celebration, and of course your dedication to the organization.
My name is Carla Moran, and I am the Senior Project Manager for Economic Development at SRP. SRP is more of a partner and the way we work projects and how things kind of change the economic landscape of Phoenix. Because of our role in helping our partners, we usually are participating on a lot of different events when it comes to water and working with water infrastructure so we can help supply water to the valley and large industrial customers. So there's different ways we get involved, but in economic development, actually help a lot of our communities with some of their goals. And so we work with our communities to identify what they need help with and how we can be a partner with them to help provide either a solution or partner with them to help. So, for example, when Apple came to the region, they looked at an old First Solar building and still needed extensive power, and they wanted to be 100% green. So SRP had to come to the table and figure out how we were going to solve that for that client. So we work with that municipality to help bring that project to the area. But we also do our own marketing and outreach. And so when we do stuff like that, we bring in partners. We work a lot with GPEC since our service territory fits a lot within the GPEC footprint. They're one of our stronger partners. And when we have leads come to us, we actually turn them over to GPEC and they run the project since they're set up to do that more than we are. Well, one of the fun things since I came to SRP, we actually put together a strategic plan that mirrors something we would see with the city. Since we are a public utility and we don't have ratepayers, our goal is just to help our communities grow and show economic vitality. So we actually started creating tools. We didn't really have any before. It was more ad hoc and there was no formal program. So we just actually were able to get approved an economic development writer to help with companies that are looking to locate that need some kind of upfront assistance. So if our cities and state are investing in this company, we wanted to be a partner in that investment and to show that we were able to provide some skin in the game, if you want to say, to help encourage a client or a company to come here. I love the Academy. I think that is an essential piece of bettering ourselves and learning more. And I think especially with economic development, you can never know everything. So it's important to keep learning. And I think the Academy provides a value. And especially, I think one of the nice things about the Academy, I've been a pro for a while, an EDDE pro for a little bit, but I still take the classes because you hear from different speakers and each speaker brings a different perspective, which I find enlightening and you can always learn something new. I had the privilege of being the awards chair before, and that's one committee I would probably end up going back to after I got off the board, would be to join the awards committee again. It's just such a fun community. You get to celebrate some of the community successes, people's successes, and it's just it's always a good night. It's never been, no one's upset. It's just fun.
Next up is the New Member of the Year, which AAD awards annually to the New Member of the Year. This is another award that I won at one point back before color television, but more recently, our most recent winner in 2019 was Fernando Garcia from the city of Casa Grande. Oftentimes, our New Member of the Year winner is relatively young in their career, so they probably still have that college sweatshirt that John Belushi wore in Animal House as part of their daily wardrobe. Let's find out who the 2020 New Member of the Year is now.
What? Seriously?
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
And I've
Oh,
been getting to know you
I'm
and-
so excited.
Sheila's
Thank you. I'm so
well
excited.
deserved.
I am Crystal Pearce, and I am with CCS Presentation Systems. I'm their business development rep, and I am just celebrating my 2-year anniversary. My passion is people, and I just want to make sure that I can do whatever I can to make people feel welcome and make sure that they find their place when they join and become an AAED member as well. So I just want to do whatever I can to be value to AAED and whatever I can do to support economic development. One of my favorite shows is The Office, and Michael always says, "Kiss, keep it simple, stupid," which fact hurts Dwight's feelings every time. But I do have, I would say probably 4 simple best practices that I use every day in my role as business development and as a committee member of AAED. And I would say the first one is always have specific goals and a strategic plan. The second one is focusing on people and understanding their needs and building those relationships. I think that one of the most important ones is being yourself, being genuine, authentic, awkward, silly, goofy, honest, because you can't really get to know people and build those long-term partnerships unless you really are yourself. And then the last one, listening intently to people, and if you don't know something, ask. As far as economic development, business development, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You know, it takes time, you have to invest in people. I love business development, but I love people more. I especially think during this time, you know, it's kind of a dark, crazy world right now. So if I have the opportunity to build a strong, meaningful relationship with someone that can turn into a true friendship, but then eventually lead to business, then I've done my job. And in the end, I've bettered my life at the same time. So I think that's all that matters.
And now to get a little bit more serious, because we have the Lampkin Award, the William Lampkin Award for Long-Term Excellence in Economic Development to present. Therefore, I'm wearing my James Bond black tuxedo. Last year's winner was Lawrence Lucero, and now we will find out who the 2020 William Lampkin Award winner is. This, by the way, is an award that is awarded relatively infrequently. So the individual that we'll be honoring here today certainly is outstanding and distinguished in their career in the state of Arizona.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's very exciting. Yeah, just seeing, I know all the people that have won it in the past. It's quite an honor to be able to get an award like this after all the folks that have come before me. So the organization has been around a long time. A lot of people have been awarded this, so I'm very proud of it. Thank you. It was exciting because in Gilbert, when I started there at the Chamber in 1985, we had 12,500 people. When I left the town in 2013, we had about 230,000. The community was growing by itself, and we were growing at one point. We would double our population every 5 years. And we were adding about 10,000 people every year. So it wasn't as much as leading the growth, it was trying to keep up with the growth between needs for fire and police and all the other services. But as we started to grow, we had opportunities to get the word out, and we had more opportunities because we had more exposure to have people look a little closer at Gilbert as far as economic opportunities. Maybe even one of the other companies I was excited to bring in was Hale Center Theater. It doesn't sound like a big thing. They have about a 400-seat theater in the round. Really in an area that they were really coming in not knowing what to expect down there because it wasn't fully developed yet, so it was a big chance for them to take. But it brought in 300 to 400 people at that time over the Friday and Saturday nights. To bring in for dining and shopping and other things. So I was a liaison to the Redevelopment Commission. So I was a staff person working on all of the fun things like oreganos and all the other ones we brought in, because at that time, downtown Gilbert, there wasn't much there. And so it was fun to see it develop over the years and continuing today the way it's growing. But that was a fun project to work on over the years because we had to buy up land and convince people to come down at a time when it wasn't really the top place to be. And now it is. It's kind of a model for a lot of other cities that want to have their downtown have the vibrancy that Gilbert has in our downtown. Gilbert's Sister Cities was something I started when I was Economic Development Director. I thought it'd be a great opportunity to reach out across the ocean and get some more economic development opportunities. And so when I started that, it was very small. We like you said, started in 1995, and it's something that continued to grow. We got our first sister city in Newton Abbey, Northern Ireland. Now it's Antrim, Newton Abbey, Northern Ireland. We've had staff members go over and kind of give best practices, and they've brought people over here for best practices to learn a little bit from us. And so we got our second sister city in China in 2002, Lashan, China. And that's been fun as well, experience. We send kids over to each city each year, 2 kids to each city. And it's a great opportunity, especially for kids that are, some of them never traveled outside the United States before. And they go to China, between the language, the culture, and the food, it's a whole different experience than they're maybe used to. So that's been a very rewarding program for me to be a part of. I'm president today of Gilbert Sister Cities. I think one of the biggest ones that almost didn't come is oregano's came in downtown. And that was a big starter for Gilbert because it was something that we needed that foot traffic down there. And so we promoted a campaign to the owner because he was hard to get a hold of. He had a lot of suitors trying to get him to come to their community. And so we put a program together called, I saw in the paper that he had, on a Sunday, that he had, his first store made $777 his first day. So we put a little program together that we, kind of like Vegas, 777, lucky number. We got 777 signatures to bring him into Gilbert to say, we need you here. We had a chocolate company in town that time. We put a basket together with a chocolate pizza and everything, had it delivered to his office, and he called right away and said, that's the most creative thing I've ever seen. We had a plaque, and it was just really a cool campaign that my staff and I helped put together. And so we almost lost them, but they came in because I think just creativity got their attention.